I shoot this competition pistol group. I work it over, make it Gucci Gucci, right? Polish it up,
Yeah.
and then I put it in my concealed carry gun. And then if I want to go to the range and play big boy parts, guns, competitions, I take that out and I put it in my big frame. Bigger the gun, the less recoil, more accuracy. Similar to a Glock, but we don't want to really go into that comparison because it is a different gun. It's almost improved in several ways. So it comes in a box like this. It says Masada, made in Israel. IWI is actually the company that does these. Okay, when you open it up, it's got a really complete box. They give you, of course, a little swag, IWI stickers, which is really cool. They give you a manual that talks about safety and all the different things of how to tear the gun apart, different things, what have you. It's very detailed. Matter of fact, more so than some of the guns that we get here in the United States as a normal. They give you some things like if you join the NRA, you get some discounts. Firearms depend on you, how to be safe around the house with children, etc., etc. Big responsibilities. They want you to be real safe, so they give you some brochures in that way, which I think is very important, especially for the first-time gun owner that doesn't have that in their repertoire, if you will. This happened to pistol. Of course, the wind's going to fight us, but this pistol happens to be a red dot capable pistol as well. So they send you some adapter plates for all the most popular things, from Leupold to what do you want to say, Trijicon, to any of those like different things, and they say right on them what they're for. They give you the different screws to go with them as well. Okay, those are your plates for your red dots. They give you a gun lock, which is kind of mandatory anymore to come with any gun. I'll put that over here. Not a big popular fan of those, but I think that is very important that you practice gun safety. And then we also give you a little zipper pull so you can put it on a bag or a storage container later on, which that's kind of neat, little swag. It comes with 3 different back straps. Okay, first thing we're going to do is clear this gun, make sure it's clear. It is. It's dirty. I haven't had it out shooting it. The gun is clear. It comes with 2 magazines. The 2 magazines are metal mags, which makes them drop really fast and free. Okay, they do have a little bumper pads that have a little, I don't know if you can see this or not, but they're designed to be pulled out in case you have like a double feed or something similar to that. You can really get a good grip on it. All right, so the mags are great. There's 17 rounds per mag, which gives you 1 in the pipe. That's 18 shots for the pistol itself. If you notice, the pistol is bent up right here, how the grip is. Okay, this is a replaceable grip. They give you 3 different grips to use, kind of like a small, medium, and large. What they do is they give you a big, different size hump on the back, which gives you more of this. I'm running a medium on here. I tried all 3 of them out, and the medium, or the middle one, is the one that I wanted. It's a pretty good pronounced hump on the back, but it fits real well up here in the tang up here. Okay, this gun it shoots well. What I do like about it is it's ambidextrous in all ways. Okay, it's got an ambidextrous slide stop. It's got ambidextrous magazine drops already on there. All right, and now these have a couple rounds in them. The gun is empty, as we showed. Okay, it is empty, but I just want to show you that they do kick them out like they should. That's nice. And it being ambidextrous, you can do it both ways, whether you do it a finger over the top, however you want to reset that thing and kick it back. It has a really stout spring on it, but it does have cuts on the rear, has cuts on the front, so it depends on your method of doing press checks or however you want to load it, lock it, etc. It does have your MOS plate up top here for your red dots that is in. It's got nice combat sights on it. Notice how they're tapered on the back here. Not the most convenient for doing one-handed manipulation, but they are nice, low profile, no snag kind of sights. They're 3-dot configuration, if you can see the 3 dots. They do also come with Trijicon sights if you want, or the tritium sights on there. These are IWI brand. And then I have noticed on the market that like Night Fusion and stuff like that make suppressor sights or fiber optic and tritium sights as well for this particular pistol. There's several manufacturers out there that make holsters for them already. There goes a wall. That's always nice. The wind's blowing out here. but I did want to go over that. It does have a trigger safety built in. It does have a drop safety built in, or firing pin safety inside. There is no manual safety on this particular one that I have here. Okay, so with that said, it's really a good pistol. It shoots everything that I've shot through it. I've got about 750 rounds through it now. Shoots well with all of them. Shoots point of aim, point of accuracy, so I like that. I did notice at the front up here, the Picatinny rail or light rail for lasers and lights of different accessories, they fit everything that's Glock. And I say that, not that I'm pushing Glock or anything like that, but what I'm doing is comparing, because Glock is a very popular combat pistol. Everything that fits those will fit this gun as well. What will not fit is a holster, so you will have to have the holster made for this particular gun. So I'm just trying to compare apples and oranges. Not good or bad, different, but I do like this pistol. A couple things that I do not like about it, I think it's only fair to evaluate the pistol that way, is the grip. Although the texture is nice, it has a rougher grip on the front and a very smooth grip on the back and the sides. The grip is almost too smooth. But I will tell you that Talon makes some the stick-on grips in both the skateboard type stuff, skateboard type fixture, or the rubber, if you will. I prefer the rubber. I don't have them on here yet, but I'll probably put those because I do notice it slips a little bit more than what I like. The secondary thing is, if you're a high thumb shooter like I am on a semi-automatic pistol, I do notice that the oversized slide stop right here has a tendency to kind of eat in after a few, 100, 150 rounds. I start feeling it on my little meaty hands, okay? Maybe I'm a wuss, but it is what it is. So this is kind of a little oversized for what I care for. But as a combat pistol, it's very easy manipulated, make it work, and I really like it. And this trigger is really good. It's got a little sponge to it, like all your striker fired. This is a striker fired pistol. So it has a little bit of sponge to it, but once you pull it, it's right at about 4.5, 4.4, and that's averaged on a trigger gauge. So I do have that already figured. So with that said, why don't we just fire off a couple shots and see what kind of recoil it has for us. Okay guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take the Masada, we're going to just shoot 4 or 5 rounds out of it just to show you that it does in fact shoot. Okay, and I know you will, and we'll show you what kind of recoil, at least with me, that it has. We do, I have shot 115, 124, 135, and 147 grain 9mm. It works fine. It's all FMJ what I've been shooting. I take that back. I did shoot about 20 rounds of duty rounds. I shot some Hornady critical defense rounds. It feeds the hollow points as well as the FMJs. So I don't think there's anything it won't shoot, because it shoots it all very well. And I just want you to know that. We're going to shoot a few rounds just so you can show that I'm actually shooting it. Hopefully I'll hit the target with each one of them, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, let's go. Four rounds on there. Now I will tell you that this gun actually came out in 2017, I believe, over in Israel, where they were starting to break them in, starting to get them out there. Came to the U.S., I believe, this year. May have been last year, maybe I missed it, whatever. I picked this pistol up because I was real interested in it. So I just wanted to give you my views of the interpretation of it. So let me load another 5 and let's go from there. All right, let's do it. Or 4, as the time might be. Okay guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to show on this Masada that we had, 9mm Masada, we're going to show how to field strip it. It field strips like pretty much 90% of all the other guns out there. It's very easy to do, but I do want to point out the nice part of it. Okay, so you're going to make sure the gun's clear, lock it back, look, listen, and feel. Always feel on the gun. There's your 4-point clear. Once it's clear, lock it back, flip the side, which is an oversized disassembly lever right there. Flip it down into position. Let the gun go, slide it apart. Again, it has the same field strip as 90% of your other guns. It's got your recoil spring, it's got your barrel, and it's got your slide. It's got your traditional safeties up here. It's got a striker type assembly here. the back plate comes off, okay, just like most of your striker fired guns. The one thing I do want to point out as well is the serial numbered part on this gun is actually the trigger group itself. This trigger group comes out like another gun that we know of. I really think that's cool. It's easily gotten to. You know, obviously you need to be in armor to tear it apart. At least that's what they recommend. But the non-armor guy can also tear it apart. Being outside with the wind blowing on a barrel, I'm not going to pull that out, but it is actually real simple to pull out, and you can get into it. You can put it in soaker tubs or whatever to clean your gun in between. It's very field repairable. So to put it back together, same thing, reverse the process. Take your slide, put your barrel in, put it into the lock position, take your recoil spring, slide it in down low, make sure it's parallel across here, not sticking up in any way, shape, or form. Insert it on your first 2 rails, your second 2 rails, lock it back, throw your assembly lever, let it go forward, field check it. Gun's back together that quick, okay?